Hi everyone, I believe that we're live on YouTube. I'm quickly gonna go live on our other social media and then we can get started. Hi everyone, I think we're also going live on Facebook. I hope it's working. It's really good to be back. I'm gonna go live on Instagram as well, so that we are ready. Great. I think I am live everywhere. Hi, everyone. For those of you who are joining me, I am just going to wait a couple of seconds and then we will get started with our weekly live Q&A. For those of you who are joining me on the different social media, can you please let me know if you're hearing me fine? I can see that the first people are starting to join us on Instagram as well. Emil, can you tell me if you can hear me okay, or if there is a lot of noise? Hi, Colomb. I hope everyone is doing well. Fantastic. So we can get started. Happy Tuesday, everyone. We're halfway through December. For those of you who are joining us and might be new to our channel, I'm Lara. I'm the campaign manager here at Now. And I am so excited to be back for another live Q&A. So today I'm going to talk about two big topics, but then I'm always open to answer any question you might have. So feel free to just ask questions on the chats on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So today I want to talk about two things. First thing first is Green December, which always makes me so happy and super excited. And then I will give you some updates on the Wave of Freedom campaign, and then answer any question you might have. So first thing first, we are halfway through Green December. For those of you who may not know what Green December is an amazing month of individual actions that people are taking from all over the world. What I love about Green December is the fact that is a full members-driven initiative. So our volunteers from all over the world have been working on this month of action for over 2 months. And then we launch our Green December calendar on the 1st of December. And it's been so incredible. It generally just makes me so happy because we've seen people taking action from over 40 countries. And I just think it's so beautiful. I think that this Green December has shown how people are more than happy and more than ready to unite across borders. So just to give you a bit more of information, in this month of action, we are tackling different aspects of the climate crisis. And this is because we strongly believe that, one, the climate crisis isn't an easy topic because it has so many different streams involved, from food waste to the amount of carbon emissions that we have, to so many other things. And so through Green December, we wanted to be able for people to really focus on different aspects of the climate crisis. And so on the 1st of December, we launched a beautiful calendar that you can find on our website. Colomb has just posted the link on on Instagram, and I'm gonna be, yes, no, you're all right. I think my laptop is making so much noise. Sorry. I hope that you can hear me better for those that are following me on Instagram. Colom, if you can just tell me whether it works, that would be really useful. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me better on Instagram? I'm really sorry. I believe that I'm having really, really big noises from my laptop, but I hope you can hear me now. Amazing. Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. My laptop is, it sounds like it's about to take off, but hopefully you can hear me better now. So I was saying that on the 1st of December, we launched a beautiful calendar of actions that you can just look up on our website. Colom just posted the link, and every week you receive an email with the actions of the week. And all these actions have been put together by our volunteers that have been working on it for the past 2 months. So we have 3 teams of volunteers that have worked on it, have decided the types of action, the potential partnerships, and so on and so forth. And every week you receive an email with the actions of the week. But you can check them out on our website every day, and we also post them on social media. But what I loved about it is seeing people taking actions. So even just here on the chat on Instagram, we have, I can see the name of people that have been taking actions every day. And I think it has been so beautiful to see pictures coming from all over the world of people, kids, everyone taking actions in different parts of the world. And the idea of Green December is that although we really want to push governments and the main aim of our campaign, the UN Security Council, to declare a global climate emergency and so do more for the climate, we also believe that we can all have a positive impact on climate. And I think specifically after 2020, that I believe we're all going to agree that it hasn't been the easiest year so far. We wanted for everyone to be able to feel that they can have a positive impact on climate change, and everyone can take a small step towards a better future. And so through Green December, we've seen people and the Now Central team taking a lot of different actions. People adopted a plant. People went with a plant in front of the government building in their different cities. So we've seen people standing with a plant in so many cities from so many countries. Sorry. From Kenya to Italy to the UK to Canada to the Philippines. It has been really incredible. And I think that it sends such a strong signal to governments, because if we people can unite and we can work together to solve climate change and to stop the climate crisis, this shows government that they have no reason and no excuse not to do the same. And I think that from all the countries, we've seen people really wanted to not only take an action, but also to say it loud for governments that we want a better future. And unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time anymore. Through Green December, we've really tried to highlight the positive aspect of climate change, again, because 2020 has been quite hard. But aside from that, I think that the most important thing is the fact that we don't have a long future, and to solve the climate crisis, we need to act now. And for government to see people from all over the country or all over the world coming together and say, we can unite it for the climate crisis, we can work together to find a solution, governments will have no excuse but to act. So Green December is part of our bigger campaign on climate change. For those of you who might be a bit more newer to now, because through Green December we've been able to get so many new people, we have a campaign that is focused on declaring a global climate emergency. And so we are pushing the UN Security Council to declare a global climate emergency. And the reason why we're specifically pushing the UN Security Council is because if they do declare a global climate emergency, all 186 member states in the UN will have to put together a new set of regulations that they will have to follow. And so we really think that this is the strongest and possible solution to have a solution for the climate crisis. And what we've been working on is tackling different governments that are at the head of the UN Security Council. And so by bringing together this new aspect of Green December, we are both pushing from from a global solution, but also we're asking all of you to take action together with us to see that you can have a positive impact on the climate crisis. And I think it has been, for all of you that have not seen it, please go and check out the latest video that we post with Andrea, because we have a super cool action coming up tomorrow, which is so easy. And it is to share the global climate emergency petition with 10 people, but you have an extra incentive. And the extra incentive is that if we get 500 signatures between today and tomorrow, Andrea, our co-founders, will jump. I can see Andrea joining now, and this is all about you, Andrea. If we get 500 signatures for our action tomorrow, which is to sign the Global Climate Emergency Petition, Andrea will jump on a freezing lake in London in Hyde Park. So I think that aside from the fact that by declaring a global climate emergency petition, we can solve the climate crisis, here you have a super cool new incentive to do that. And that is to see Andrea super cold in a lake in London. And this is all because we really think that this is the best solution we have to solve the climate crisis. So I don't know if, Andrea, now you can't walk away from this, because we have people from all over the world listening to this. And I'm sure that before tomorrow, we will reach 500 extra signatures. And this is a challenge that you can all take. We have our volunteers, Anita, that will also jump on a lake if we get more signatures. And this is to show the commitment that people around the world have to solve the climate crisis. And so first of all, my call to action is share the petition with everyone that you may know, ask them to sign, to push the UN to act, and also to see Andrea jumping on a lake tomorrow. And aside from that, my call to action is in general to join us for Green December, because it's fun. We've been having so much fun doing the actions as a Now Central team here in London, but also seeing our volunteers doing it all over the world. We've received some beautiful pictures today from one of the participants of Green December from Kenya. She did a Green December graduation from university, I believe, and she shared some beautiful pictures of everyone with a plant for our day of action today. So it's been absolutely incredible to see so many people joining. But aside from that, you also are partaking in something super cool. We have amazing partnerships. If you haven't seen the live Instagram live last week, we had a fantastic live interview with the Happy Broadcast and Andrea and Colomb to talk about the positive impact that we can have on climate change and the importance of positivity. And that is just to mention one of our partnerships, because we have partnerships that cover so many actions, from Meat Free Monday and Meatless Monday. They are supporting us on our Meatless Monday actions, to partnerships including Ocean Unite and the Earth Uprising. So we have a lot of partnerships and more cool ones to come up very soon. But this is to say that Green December is amazing. And I'm not saying this because I've been working on it with our volunteers and because they've been doing such an amazing job, but it's because it's such a cool way to end a year that unfortunately wasn't so happy and exciting for the whole world. So please, please, please go on the link that Colombe has shared on the chats on our social media. Register for Green December. You still have 15 days to act. You have 15 days before the end of the year. So make them count and ensure that we end the year on a positive note. So that was it for Green December. I don't know if you have any questions. Let me quickly check the chat on Instagram. And then let me check on Facebook. I don't see, actually, one question that we got before is, can everyone join? Yes, everyone can join. You can just go on our website, sign up. You will receive an email already today with underneath all the action that you can take this week. And from now on, you will be able to see all of them on our website or following us on social media. It's another easy way to get the actions. But you can join from everywhere in the world and just start taking action. That is the easiest thing that you can do for 2020. So do that. And I hope to see so many of you joining us for Green December. Now, the second big topic that I want to talk about is our Wave of Freedom campaign. As you may know, we have a lot of people that follow us from Hong Kong. And the reason is because back in July, we launched a campaign demanding for a cooperation of big countries to protect freedom fighters around the world, to safeguard democracy and to innovate democracy. We want to create a League of Democracies, so countries from all over the world that will unite to impose sanctions on those authoritarian regimes around the world. The reason why we started it back in July was because China just passed a new law called the National Security Law, which basically said that everyone that would be speak out against China would face deportation to mainland China and jail time. And this is for those in Hong Kong. As you can see, one of the most prominent activists from Hong Kong, Joshua Wong, was arrested a few weeks ago. Together with him, another 5 activists from Hong Kong. But this is because China is cracking down ridiculously badly on human rights in Hong Kong. And China and Hong Kong is just an example, because unfortunately, 2020, because of the pandemic, we've been seeing a lot of countries that have started to really impose a crackdown on freedoms and liberties in so many countries. Hong Kong, as I said, is just an example, but unfortunately, we've been seeing this in Belarus, in Poland, in Venezuela, everywhere around the world. And we can't just sit at home and do nothing. And just because it's not happening in the UK doesn't mean that it won't happen in the future. We need to act, and we need to do that now. So what we've been doing with the Wave of Freedom campaign is that we first launched a series of protests and that are happening every Friday, Fridays for Freedom protests. And we've been having people going outside the government buildings all around the world for the past 5 months. We've been able to mobilize over 2 million people that are demanding that we stand up for democracy. We stand up for Hong Kong, we stand up for Taiwan, for Tibet, for Venezuela, for Belarus, for Poland, for all those countries and all those freedom fighters that are under attack. Together with the Fridays for Freedom protest, we've also started lobbying governments, starting to push for the creation of the League of Democracy. And specifically, we're pushing very hard because in 2021, there will be the G7 happening at the end of the summer. So we want to ensure that at the G7, our demand is tabled and we start the creation of a League of Democracy. And I think I want to mention this because we did an event last week, where a lot was said about why are we not just asking the UN to do that. The reason why we're not asking the UN, and for me it's very important to mention this, is because the UN has not done enough, clearly, on this topic of democracy, but also on so many other topics. And particularly on the topic of democracy, the UN is very unfit for purpose. And this is because we cannot ask the UN to act on democracy when the UN Security Council has two countries that are the two of the biggest authoritarian regimes at the moment, Russia and China. So until this is the case, we cannot, the UN will not have a say on democracy. One, because it's extremely undemocratic per se, but also because having those two countries having a seat at the table will not solve the issue and will not protect those freedom fighters around the world. The reason why we're asking for for the creation of a League of Democracy, and we're pushing for this, is because through a League of Democracy, there will be only democratic countries. There will be a set of criteria that countries have to meet, sorry, to be able to sit in the League of Democracy. And this is because we cannot ask the UN to act on democracy if at the UN Security Council you have China. So in the League of Democracy, we will not have countries that do not respect rights and freedoms, that attack freedom fighters around the world, that jail them, and that have been doing so for so many years. So for us, it's very important that we push for a different solution, a solution that is democratic and that can really be a new start to protect democracies around the world. So we've been doing this for the past 5 months, but now 2020 is about to start and we need more help. We need more of you from everywhere around the world to help us push for the creation of a League of Democracy. And this is because we need people. We need people that go out and protest. If you can do that, go out and take action. If you can do that, help us in the lobbying, help us finding other organizations that are fighting for the same causes, and that we can unite together with the aim of creating a League of Democracies of countries that protect those freedom fighters around the world, countries that will sanction authoritarian regimes, countries that will protect and innovate democracies. And I think that this is so important because here in the UK, we're lucky enough as a new British citizen, I can tell you that I'm lucky enough to be able to go outside 10 Downing Street and protest and say that the UK government isn't doing enough. And at the same time, as an Italian citizen, I can tell you that the Italian government is not doing enough to protect Hong Kong, to protect Taiwan, to protect Tibet and Belarus and Venezuela. And we need countries to do more. We need to push them to act on the idea of democracy, to act to protect rights and to act to protect freedoms. Because 2020 has been, again, an awful year in general. We all agree with this. We have 15 days to go. Keep pushing. We're almost over with 2020. But aside from that, it has been an awful year for those people that have tried to protect their rights and freedoms when countries, a lot of countries around the world, have used the excuse of the pandemic to really crack down on the rights and liberties of many people around the world. Again, we've seen this in Hong Kong, but for those of you that are following us from Europe, you've seen it even closer to home in Belarus or in Poland. For those of you who are watching us from America and South America, you've seen it in Venezuela. Unfortunately, the struggle of democracy is not something that it's far away or it's not happening. It is happening, and it's happening very close to wherever you are. So I think that we can't just sit down. If we have the privilege to go out, to be able to raise our voice against not only those authoritarian regimes, but also to say to our governments, you are not doing enough, then you must do it. Take action however you can, whether it's by joining us on our Fridays for Freedom protest, or whether it's by signing the Wave of Freedom petition, asking people to do the same, volunteering your time with us to help us achieve the goal of a creation of a League of Democracy, just act and do something, because it is extremely important that we don't waste any more time. So you can just go on our website. My big call to action for you today is start acting now. Don't sit down and wait for someone to do it, because we really don't have a lot of time on a lot of issues, whether it's climate change, it's impacting the whole world and we might not have a planet tomorrow, or whether it's democracy and the struggle for democracy that can impact literally everyone and is unfortunately ending lives as well. So please, please, please act with now, act with anyone else that you want to act with. Just, stand up and say what is right. That was it for me on this two topic. I've seen a lot of encouragement on Facebook and also here on Instagram from Hong Kong, which we're always very thankful for. We do what we can, and we're here to not only support those freedom fighters, but also to act on it. And finally, we have some very, very, very big news coming up with the new year. In 15 days is the first anniversary of Now. Now was launched by Andrea and Colomb on the 1st of January of 2020. It's only been a year, and it's, we've already, thanks to all our volunteers and all of you that support us, we've been able already to do so much. We have 10,000 supporters from over 109 countries. We are extremely excited for the year that will come, and be ready for the 1st of January of this year and of next year, and to see what's going to come in the next few months, because we're very excited for a new year, and we really hope that many of you can join us from wherever you are. You can all take action. You can all start being part of a bigger community that is Now, and I hope to see many of you joining our community soon. That was it for me today. I've said everything that I wanted to say. I'm very excited for the next 15 days, both for Green December, but also to continue to see people mobilizing around the world to say that we want democracy and we want a free Hong Kong, a free Tibet, a free Taiwan, free Venezuela. I'm excited to see so many of you taking action, and I hope that way more people will join us. So thank you so much for watching me today. As usual, if you have any questions, please DM us. We're always more than happy to answer anything and to redirect you to our website or anything else. So thank you again for watching me. Bye-bye.